Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. One pizza too many. Now today we are going to look at doing some pulled pork in the Ninja Foodi. Okay, this is going to be used as a topping for burger that you will have seen in my last video. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy and how quick this makes it. Now, if I was doing this pulled pork in my Kamado barbecue, this would take approximately 9 hours to do from start to finish. I'm going to show you how you can do it in the Foodi in around an hour and a half in total. So a real win-win sort of save on doing it in the Kamado. You're not going to get the same deep smoky flavorness that the Kamado will do. However, I'm going to show you how well this will still work. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to run you over the ingredients and then I'll bring you in a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. We have 1.5 kilo of quality UK pork shoulder without the bone, skin on, apple cider vinegar. We have brown sugar, salt, smoked paprika, chipotle chili powder, garlic powder and onion powder. And finally we have a pint of, well, 500 ml of beer or real ale. These are things. I'm putting on some gloves. So obviously we're touching raw meat. Normally I wouldn't bother with gloves. However, because we're cooking outside, it just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do, this is dead simple. We're going to add all of these dry ingredients together to make a rub. Now, if I was doing this as a longer version for the Kamado, I would have brined this overnight in a salt solution with some cider. You could still do that if you wanted to, but I'm just showing you how to do it quick. Then all of this mixture over the pork. Okay, I'm going to open it up where it's folded, when it's had the bone taken out. I'm going to put all that rub into all this area. Now, if you're doing this on the barbecue, this would make a nice sort of bark, they call it, on the exterior. And this is just going to add loads and loads of flavour. Okay, so the rub is, as suggested, rubbed in. And we're going to use the basket. Now, the Ninja book doesn't say to use the rack, however, I am. So I'm going to put the rack in, and then we're going to put the pork straight on the rack, and the leftover rub I'm just going to put on the top. And then I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon, and then the beer is going to go in. And again, this is more beer than the book suggests. However, don't panic at this stage, I'll show you why later. I'm just going to take my gloves off. Okay. And then I'll just show you inside so you can see how it's looking. So it's just sat on the rack, all that rub over in the beer in the bottom. Next, we're going to put on the pressure lid. We're going to make sure that the vent on the top is not in the vent. We're going to push it over to seal. Lid on, lock it in place. Then I'm going to switch the Foodi on. over to pressure, and we want it on high time. We want this on for a minimum of an hour and a half. So 1.5 hours. So we're going to do it for 1.5 hours and see what it's like. Okay, so next we're just going to press the start button, and that's preheating, and it's going to preheat for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then it will go on to its cooking cycle. So join me again in a few minutes when this has come to temperature. So the vent has stopped, and it's now cooking for 1 hour 30 minutes. Marvellous, so see you in 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, there we go guys, just beeped, it's now done, and it's gone onto the warm setting, and we've got the vent on top, so we're going to do a manual release and release this. So this is going to probably take about 5 minutes to vent, so join me again in 5 minutes. It actually dropped at about 3.5 minutes, so we're going to unlock it, and then we're going to see where we're at with this pork. Hopefully well, it looks good. Looks really good. Okay, so let's bring it out onto the plate. And you can see how easy that fell apart. It's everywhere. Told you messy. Okay, then all the juices that are left, okay, we're not going to bin them, we're going to use them to keep it all nice and moist. Okay, so we're just going to take the fat off. Okay, sun's coming out. Okay, so that fat we're going to take off, and then that leaves us with all this nice pork. So let's see how easily this does pull apart. So look at that. So that's been in the foodie for an hour and a half on a high pressure cook. Okay, and that is pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Look at that. Want to taste some? Right, so look at that. Nice. Okay, so there's a bit, this lump here that was right in the middle. You see, that bit is a little bit, could do with probably another 10 minutes in total, but to be fair, by the time that's reheated for another dish, that'll be fine. Okay. Just try and keep it a little bit clean. Okay, and then some of this. Okay, this is still warm, but again, I have got chef hands. We're just going to let that sit and soak up some of that lovely juice that it's been cooking in with all the different spices in the rub, and that's going to taste absolutely amazing. Let's have a little taste. Yeah, really good. It's soft, tender, juicy, flavour's good. So if you're after doing pulled pork in a hurry, banging it in one of these on pressure cook is the way to go. if you're not in a hurry, obviously you can't beat putting it in the barbecue for 9 hours, which we'll do a comparison on in a video later on in the year, I think. But let me know what you think about the pulled pork in the Ninja. Have you tried it? What kind of rubs do you use? Let me know what you think of how that's turned out, and join me again and catch up with me on Facebook at One Pizza Too Many, and make sure you do hit the bell to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all very soon.
One pizza too many.